All right, so I'm recording. So this is for the Push to Presidential group, and we are going to share tips on signing customers and tips on signing distributors. So I'm going to go first, and then you guys can kind of chime in, whoever has some things to share. I know Joy wanted to go next. My name's Danielle Janiszewski. I've been in the business for 5.5 years. I was a special ed teacher and just started this to make a little extra money. And I just reclaimed triple last month. My entire team, you guys, my entire team fell apart. My entire team, 5 leaders, totally up and quit. And I was like, nope, I got this. So I finally have like rebuilt my team to where I'm so excited. And in the last couple months, like I've had diamonds pop and double diamond, and it's like, it's exciting again for me. So now I'm like, I actually see presidential. So even though I was really pushing before, now I'm like, actually see it. So it's like super exciting for me. So I kind of turned it up a notch, but I'm also stay at home with 2 kids. So I'm like super crazy busy. So I actually got my idea initially from Dee Brooks. She had shared something that she was doing with Host to Post. So I took her idea and I just made it my own. And I'm super crazy. Again, I'm a teacher, so I'm like crazy organized and I'm crazy green personality. So I have like an organized spreadsheet and I have all this stuff to like keep me super organized. So that's why I really like the page, because things that I'm talking about tonight, I can just put it right in the page. It's a document, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I'm going to share a video that I did, and it literally shares everything. It shares how I did my Host to Post. I did TFX the entire month, and I signed over 70 customers doing the same exact thing. So I'm going to share my video so you guys have the video. And if you're in the chat, you saw that already. But I'm going to, somebody asked today, so I was like, actually, this is what I'm going to talk about. So there's the YouTube link. And then here's the verbiage. And guys, truly and honestly, like I was green light messaging people. Green light messaging is when you're actively messaging people that are active on Facebook. I was messaging them. Now, the only thing that's been so different for me with all the other Host to Post that I'm doing is, number one, there's no picture. Absolutely no picture. You're just throwing up the words. They're throwing up the words. That's number one. That has been key. Number two, guys, I would go back and forth and be like, hey, I got a quick question for you. And then they'd be like, yeah, sure, what's up? Hey, do you want to throw up a post? And so we go back and forth. And in my mind, I thought that was good because I was building that relationship with that person. But really what it ends up being is there's so many opportunities for you to lose them. There's so many opportunities for them to get busy or sidetracked, right? So now what I'm doing, I'm just copying and pasting one thing and sending it to them. And it's like, you guys, I would send it to some random person I don't even know. And at least 10 of those 70 customers that I signed up would write back and be like, yeah, sure, sign me up. I'm like, what in the world? Like, are you serious? So it was a big light bulb moment for me that I was like, I don't need to know these people. So I signed up over 70 customers, and I have to say that 60 of those people, I became friends with them within 24 hours of them signing up. Okay, so I didn't know them. I wasn't even friends with them on Facebook, but it was because of the Host to Post and because I followed up with them. So it was the Host to Post and the follow-up. So I would put it out there like, hey girl, do me a favor. And I'd copy and paste, right, and send. So I would do this, and I'm going to send it to you right now. That I would send green light message. But then I would maybe put up a picture, and we would do like a money giveaway or something, product giveaway for my whole team, right? And I would take a picture and like take a picture of me pointing at it, post it. Who wants to enter my March giveaway, right? And then I would just copy and paste, send it to everybody that that message it or that comments on it. The same thing that I just sent to you. I'm actually just starting to try. I just saw someone say, do you upsell? I have not been upselling. And lately I'm like that month when I was like, I actually started pushing for the car bonus. On the 20th of the month, I was like, what am I doing? Like, I was just trying to get triple back, honestly. And then I was like, light bulb went off. I can actually get the car bonus with this. So I'm an idiot, but then I started upselling. So I could upsell the Mocha Dreams to everybody. So that was awesome. And if somebody was like, I don't want TFX, I want the coffee, I could be like, okay, we have a special going on right now where it's 2 bags of coffee and the chocolate greens for only 88. And I was doing that one a lot too. So I probably got like 60 TFX customers, and then with like Mocha Dreams and stuff in there, and then the rest were coffee. Okay, and then this is the copied and pasted. I posted about TFX at least once a day, if not twice, and this was what I was sending to everybody. All right, so there's that. So everybody that commented on any TFX post, or anybody that commented on the host a post that was just thrown up by so-and-so, this is what I sent back to them. Yeah, let me, here, I can mute everybody, hang on. Mute all. Okay, so this is what I sent, and this was the game changer for me because I wasn't having that conversation back and forth with them. I just copied and pasted it and sent it to them, and they were like, sign me up. And I was like, holy crap. Like, that was the light bulb moment. So that was crazy for me because, you guys, I'm not a big copy and paster. So I'd like to build relationships. So this was kind of hard for me, but then I was like, oh my God, it's totally working. I'm running with it. And obviously it worked. I definitely do mention it's on back order, and I mention it right there in the bottom. It's currently on back order for a couple of weeks, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. So it's in that verbiage, the piece that I send to them. So it's right there. Now, if they ask me specifics, then we'll go back and forth for a couple of times, but it's pretty quick. And that was really cool for me. So the most customers I've ever signed was 30 when I went triple. So 70 was a lot. Okay, so that's pretty much it, unless you guys have specific questions for me. Again, watch that video. It has everything, but I use a spreadsheet. I think it's in the other room. I have a host to post spreadsheet. It's super organized. So basically the person that hosts the post for me, I put their name at the top, and then everybody that comments, I write their name underneath. So I can share that spreadsheet in that presidential push to presidential page. Can you upload spreadsheet? Yes. Thanks so much. Okay. All right. Are we good? All right. If you have questions for me, put it in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Joy. Let me unmute. Good job. There you go.
Okay, I'm hoping no one comes back in screaming. I've had 3 get hurt in like 30 seconds. So my name's Joy. I think you guys know who I am, but I live in Washington. I'm a triple. Just starting to get to know some of you guys, but known a lot of you guys in lifers for a while. And I'm a single mom to 5 kids, and I've been structured for Prez 3 times. I feel like a lot of us have been. And also have been rebuilding, lost a lot of leaders a few years ago or 2 years ago. A couple of them came back. That was amazing. I just have to say that. Like, they went to another company, left, and then they came back. I was like, yeah. So that was cool. And then just been popping new leaders. So that's been like a year in the making. I haven't had a whole lot of people promoting quite yet, like Danielle has had, so that is awesome. I didn't even know that, so congrats. But I do have a lot of girls going diamond this month. By next month, I should have 4 new doubles and at least 10 diamonds. So, and I'm not just saying that either, like they are like right there. So if they don't get that this month, I would be surprised. So now I'm definitely like in full blown promotion mode, but I actually went back to doing some stuff that I did to go triple. I went triple really, really fast. I went triple in 8 months, and I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never been in a business like this before. So obviously had 0 experience at all of being organized with this business or a compensation plan in general. Didn't really know anything. All that I knew was what cabs were and what generational bonuses were. So I'm very red. Like, I don't know. I'm not organized at all. Like, I'm like, oh, money. Okay, let's go do that. I still teach everyone on my team to place for fast starts instead of their rank. Like, I mean, they're ranking, but you know what I mean? Like, they're placing for fast starts first. So we're very like money focused. So I wanted to create something that was helping my girls get their fast starts, so that they're getting money into their household, right? Because for a couple years, I had just had this roller coaster of dipping down, losing the rank of triple, dipping down to double, but still having really high paid double checks because I've always chased the bank. I've always had low volume, by the way, always. I've never hit 100,000 like ever. This will be the first time I've ever hit it. So was trying to figure out a way for my girls to do that, and then but reach the masses because I have a big downline. So we started doing this thing, and I think it's pretty common, honestly. Like I was telling Danielle earlier, I was like, I feel like we're going to be saying a lot of things that are repetitive and that we already know as leaders. Like we already know some of this stuff, but you know how women get, like we get in our heads, right? And we doubt ourselves and we question ourselves. And so I feel like sometimes you just need that sister friend to be like, hey, do this because it's working. And then we're like, oh yeah, okay. You know, because a lot of us, the thing is like, we know what to do, you guys. Like we know how to go presidential. We know how to get to the top. And it's just that reassurance. And so anyway, so I'm just so excited that we're all doing this and we're all getting together and leaning on each other's energy. But anyway, so this thing that I'm doing is something that I did for 2 months when I was going triple. At the time, I was looking at it like an instant win contest. I don't know if you guys have done those before, but I've done those before, usually when I dipped out of rank and then I got really close to getting triple back and wanted that back again. Does that make sense? And needed like a lot of volume really quickly. So I would do an instant win. And so I would separate people into the week chats that were in week chats where I needed volume. And I would put them in a chat and say, hey, you know, you guys are rock stars. We can do this. I'm going to help you every day. We've got X amount of days to bring in this much. Divided by this many people is this much. And I would put padding on it. And so I would challenge them. Like, I don't care where this volume is coming from. I don't care if it's you fixing a decline. I don't care if it's a personal order. I don't care if it's your auto ship getting reran, you know, whatever. Hopefully it's loyal customers, but you know, this is what I'm doing to upsell. This is what we're doing. My team is like, we're upselling queens, like, and it's taken me about 9 months to really like bleed that into them, but we all upsell. Like the first thing we're asking is like, when we're working with somebody new, if we're like, okay, they're interested in cleanse, you know, let's also recommend greens and TFX, you know, and this is why, because probably this is what the results are that they want. And so I could get into that all day, but we do a lot of upselling. And so, so what I started doing with the instant win chats is I would do that when I was trying to get triple back, and I would keep triple for a couple months and then lose it and get it back. And this went on for a couple years. And then all of a sudden it kind of dawned on me from a thread from a year ago that I think just randomly got bumped in Lifers, and it was from Jade Hooper. And I can bump it back up to the top again. I've actually saved it on my phone so I can comment on it again. But she posted like a year ago or almost a year ago. You guys are probably going to remember this. And it was screenshots of somebody that was crumbled and came to her and said, I want my rank back, but I want to go beyond. And she really locked arms with them, and they did like all these different leg chats, okay? And they did a lot of like one-on-oneing in these leg chats, and they separated everybody into these chats that had, it was like a diamond leader and their team. Does that make sense? Or someone that was going to be the diamond leader and their team, even if they weren't diamond yet. And they put them into chats. And so Jade was in all of these chats. And so every day she was there to kind of just be an extra person, but then she was coaching the person that was the head of the chat. And then that was trickling down into everyone in the chat, but they were doing this as like an instant thing. So I kind of put 2 and 2 together and was like, wait a minute. So if Jade got those results with that leader, and if that was helping me get my rank back, why are we not doing this every single day? And so instead of giving away prizes every day, I didn't want to do that either. So I got really creative, and I just was like, okay, or this actually isn't creative at all. It's like a no-brainer. But I just went to Kohl's and I got a couple Keurigs, which were on sale for like $49.50. And then Amazon, there were some really awesome tablets on there for $45. And you don't have to do big prices like that. You could do whatever. And then I got a couple $25 gift cards to Target. Now you're probably like, oh my gosh, like that's a lot of money. To me, if I'm getting a crap ton of cabs, my girls are winning, and I have a solid rank, like that is not that much money. I'd rather do that than buy volume any day of the week. So I went and did that, and I basically just made really pretty graphics because there's something about that stupid Over app that's so freaking addicting, and it's just so shiny. And so I made these graphics and was like, listen, if you know this, if you get an entry into the drawing this week, this is what you're going to win. And so this is kind of combined with a boom contest. I'm sure a lot of you guys do a boom contest. So basically all I did is, instead of doing a boom contest, which is what we've always done, right? So we have our host to post contest. I still have my host to post contest. We screenshot our host to post, and then we have a winner for that too. And then we do a product giveaway to the people. So to the people that win. But then my distributors can win something too. So that's a side note. But I took away the actual boom contest in the team page, and we're doing it in the chats. So I just went to all the leaders and said, hey, you know, if you're going for diamond, and I was legit too, because, you know, let's face it, we have a lot of people that say, oh, I'm going for diamond, but they really don't have the downline to go for diamond right now. They need to be focused on maybe like an emerald or a ruby first, and then we can have that conversation. Like, I'm not trying to discourage them, but I just got really, really real with people. And I was like, listen, you've been shooting for diamond for 2 years, X amount of months, whatever. And so I would pair them up instead with like someone that was legit going diamond above them. And so, and I was like all scared at first, but everybody took it really well. And they were like, yes, like, let's get down to results. Let's get down to business. And so we just did this at the end of February, and we just decided to look at March like this was going to be month's end every single day. And we had a legit goal that we were going for every single day. And so we really rallied our teams. We are barely into March right now, you guys. You technically could get a head start on your April and start doing this now and see a big increase in volume. And then when I'm done explaining this, Jocelyn's going to take it a step further because she does leg chats too, but she actually has a lot of like behind the scenes ideas that you can be doing with them. So you've got your chat and you've got like behind the scenes mentoring and systems too. So she'll get into that. Which I'm excited to hear about because I was trying to figure out a way to like do more one-on-one with people when there's so many. So anyway, but all we did is I just went to all the leaders that had downlines and was like, hey, let's do this. We named their chat. They added me. They made me a chat admin. Some of those girls were set up to where they had someone underneath them that are also going for diamond. So we made that girl an admin as well. But I didn't let anyone just have their own chat unless they were legit about to go diamond or they oh my God, my brain just went totally dead. Sorry, I have 5 kids and I don't sleep. I didn't let anyone have their own chat. Like if they had just a few people, you guys, because there's power in numbers. And so a couple of my, I have 6 legs, so my chart's all wonky. Because when I first went triple, I wiped it clean when it fell apart and I started over, but then I had people start to take off in those legs, so I didn't know what I was doing back then. Anyway, so those girls, I paired them up with some other girls that are in similar spots, okay? So like a Ruby going for diamond, paired them up with another girl, and we put them in a chat together because their GV goal was the same. So all we did is I took this thing from eSuite, this thing I printed from eSuite, it's the compensation plan enhancement. And I'm not normally very organized, but I'm so proud of myself because this is totally taking off. If you guys are in the Prez chat, you're probably remembering that I said something about 120,000 GV push thing that I'm doing this month. So this is what that is, okay? So what I did is I just took my girls' ranks and like, let's say someone's going for diamond, okay? And they need their diamond GV to be 8,000, right? And so I just took their 8,000, I divided that by 4 weeks. And then that was their weekly goal. And one thing I did with every single person, and this is probably going to be kind of scary for you at first, it was for me, but this is such a cool thing. We actually took their GV from the month before and we pretended it wasn't there. So we were like, okay, this is your padding. This is your padding. This is not there anymore. And they were like, what? But I have X amount. Some people that were already at like 8,000 or 7,000, I was like, okay, well, let's just take away like 2,000 or 3,000 of that and pretend like that's not there. Because obviously I don't want them to feel like they have to replace that. But I wanted them to be super healthy promotions. Like, I'm just so sick of my team not getting results. Like, I want them getting money into their household. I want them promoting and I want them experiencing this. And then I know that my Prez will also be good too. But this is like my full blown thing. And so I just told myself, like, whether I go Prez or not, which I probably still will, but these next 2 months in March and April, I'm just full blown with my girls, helping them achieve these results. So we did it based off of this with each person. It didn't even take that long. It took me like an hour. I just broke it down with a calculator. I kind of looked at their tree viewer and I found that every single person going for like a diamond had maybe like 3 good workers, but then they had maybe like 10, 9, some of them had like 14 just random workers, okay, girls that are like kind of working at a medium pace, and then they had about 3 hard workers. So what we did is we took let's just say you're going for 8,000, we divided that up by the week, and then every week, whatever that goal was, we divided that up by the hard workers. So those hard workers had to bring in that amount per week. But then we went even a step further, and this is on top of the padding that we gave them in the beginning, is we took the 8,000 and then we divided that up between the team. So really, there's no way in heck they can't bring in that 8,000. If we're like pushing the team to do this on a daily basis, if we're pushing the leaders to do this on a daily basis, plus we have that padding. And if this didn't make any sense, I can chat with you after this, but it was so easy, you guys. Like, I literally just typed up a breakdown for 1 person for diamond, 1 person for emerald, 1 person for ruby, 1 person for double, and then I have 1 girl going for triple right now. And I just broke it down for them like that. And then then we typed up a really quick script. I can post all of this in the Prez Push group in like, I'll just put it like Joy's thread or something. I don't even know. Or a document or something. I don't know. We can talk about it later. But I'll just put my scripts in there. And basically I just gave everyone the same script to send to their teams. We're super like one-on-one on my team. So we sent these out individually. We did not just add everyone to a group chat. Like we were like, hey, this is what the chat's going to be. Are you ready to work? I'm super excited. Joy's going to be doing a weekly drawing. Anyone who enrolls at all during the week. Obviously, we're pushing every single day to bring the boom down to 0. We start every day with a boom. The boom amount is 200 today. The boom amount is 100 a day. And we all just, we boom throughout the day. So whether we place a personal order, we run our auto shipment, we fix a decline, we whatever's new volume, we're putting that in there. We also boom when we get DTs, but that doesn't count towards the weekly thing. And so then every single week I have a graphic, and it's like this last week we did a iPad tablet thing. This week I'm doing a Tiffany blue Keurig. This wasn't even that much money. And again, I don't have to pay out these prizes till next month because that's always in my rules. I happen to have already bought them, but so yeah, it's working really, really good. Like we're only 1 week into the month and I'm already almost a double diamond, and that is all brand new volume. So I'm freaking excited. I'm like covered in goosebumps even talking about it right now. And so then I'll do little flash contests too. Like if I notice that a chat is kind of quiet, I'm going in there and I'm like, hey guys, if we legit get down to 0 today, I'm going to do a $25 gift card for Amazon, or I'm going to do a personal development book. And again, you don't have to do that. You can do those t-shirts that are $3 from eSuite. Miranda Yasiki, I don't know if you guys know who that is. She lives 20 minutes from me. She's my best friend. And I always joke with her, I wish we're on the same team, but we're not. And she does this exact same thing that I'm talking about right now. She does the t-shirts from eSuite, you guys, that are like $3 when she does a flash contest, and she has it shipped directly to the winner's address from eSuite. So that way you don't even have to deal with mailing prizes. You can just type it in there. It's $3 out of your day. So anyway, I hope that helps you a little bit, but this is just going so well. And then every single night, what I'm doing with my leaders is I made a little leader chat temporarily for while we're doing this, but it's going so well that we'll probably forever do this. Like I don't see us ever stopping this. And just really quickly, in that chat, what I'm doing is every single night the night before is we take turns sharing stories. So like one night it'll be my turn to get stories for the next day. The next night it's like, I'll get a couple of my girls doing it. So it's not just one girl. And we go on Pinterest and we just create some really awesome stories. We put it in the chat. And then the leaders in that chat, all they have to do is just forward it to their chats. And they're like, hey ladies, okay, we're getting these stories posted. This is our host to post for the day. Our goal is 5. Everybody's goal every day is to get 5 host to posts actually put up. So because of these numbers, and I don't have time to get into it right now because we're trying to keep this short, but I'm a numbers person. I'm not very green, but I am totally I'm a numbers person. And just to let you know, like ratios and stuff, if you were to have your people putting up 5 a day, your ratio is going to be like around 100 enrollments a team, like a diamond team, every single month. And so that's just what we found, and this is what we're doing, and it's working really, really good. And you're probably like, wow, that's a lot to keep up on, but it's not, because if you're just in the chat and you just stick to your little system, every night you're talking to your people, every morning they're posting in their chat and you're cheering them on, you're booming throughout the day. And then every night I go to my leaders again. I'm like, okay, go under your downline activity report, who enrolled something today? And then we are like, recognition builds retention, you guys. And so we are recognizing the pud out of these girls. Like we are making it like we just went and saved, our kid from a train track. When someone gets Elsie, we're like, Elsie, like we're in there like with the GIFs, just like, woo, like spreading glitter everywhere, and people are just freaking out. And then we also do a weekly like highest enroller, highest DT enroller. We do that too. We're shouting out people when they get structured. I went on the Over app and stayed up till 3 a.m. one night and made all these structured shout outs. I will make a album in our Push for Prez thing because I already made like 100 of these things. And so we have these templates. We have them made at the end of February so that we didn't have to spend time doing that. We can just copy, paste, boom, shout them out, get back to work. So anyway, I know that was kind of long, but that's what we're doing. And if you don't understand the breakdown, like I said, you feel free to PM me. That's fine. I don't have anything going on tonight.
Okay, I'm excited. So this is something that I've literally had like on my mind, and I was kind of telling you guys about it in the chat. Okay, so the way this kind of came about was my husband. Can you guys hear me? I don't ever know if my AirPods. Okay. So my husband and I had this meeting with this guy that has, he has a software development kind of like our Connect app, but it goes the next step up. And so one of the things in his app that he does is he has these things called campaigns where you can set up you know, like you have your list of contacts like we have in our Connect app, and you can set up a campaign to where on day 1 it sends them whatever you want it to send. Day 2 it sends them this. Day 3 it sends them this. And so I told Brandon about this, thankfully, and he said it was in the works, which is awesome. But I was just like thinking like, man, I don't want to wait for Brandon to figure it out because it's going to be months, you know? And so my idea, and this is where I'm hoping I can get some help from you guys too, is if we had like a simple campaign of like 30 days, and I'd be willing to like, I guess like make a group or a website or something that just has like tabs for each of the days. But what it would be more specifically geared toward new distributors, to where when they're first getting started, we can, you know, say, okay, go send them day 1. And then they get day 1 and it says like, welcome, make sure you're in your team page, throw up a post, something like that. And then day 2, we send them something. But it would be something that's so simple that somebody that just signed up a distributor would know, okay, I'm going to send them this on day 1. I'm going to send them this on day 2. So then our new distributors already have exactly what they're supposed to be sending their distributors. And then from there, like, you know, day 1 could be a post, day 2 could be a message idea, day 3 could be a host to post training or something like that. But the way it would be set up is that if somebody didn't have an upline, they could still go access the information themselves. Or if somebody wanted to plug their new distributor into it, they can send it to their new distributor. But the reason why I really wanted to implement this and push it is because, I mean, on the presidential chart, there's like 100 and I don't remember the exact number. I counted it a few days ago, 104 maybe. And then on the ambassador chart, there's like 200 and something. Yeah, 104. And then I think the ambassador, it's like 200, around 250. And so anyways, way better than when it was like 480 something. But I was thinking, you know, if we could just plug them into this system and just send them a message every single day to help them get the customers, then it could literally be done in a month. And so I've kind of been testing and trying to get ideas. One of the things I've done so far is like took that super awesome cleanse host to post that everybody used to use, and I rephrased it into a post that new distributors can post. And I had a girl that I had post it, and she signed up like 4 customers in her first day doing that. And so I was like, okay, like I'm gonna keep doing this. And so, but I don't have enough information just myself to think of all the 30 days myself. And so that's where I'm hoping that like we can all kind of like brainstorm and come together with our ideas on like what's been really helping our new distributors or helping our distributors get customers and bring in volume. And then, because we could even like, I'm just brainstorming out loud, we could even just like have like the first 15 days be all about getting customers, and then the next 15 days could be about getting distributors, or we could like mix it up, or we could do 30 days about customers, 30 days about distributors. Like we can do different things with it. But I think if we all like brought in our best ideas together and like had them all in one spot, and then just knew, okay, day 1 send this, day 2 send this, day 10 send this, I think it would be cool, because then it's so duplicatable. Everybody knows to send their distributors there, copy and paste it. Because literally, like if they know exactly what to do, what to say, what to post, there's no reason why like our teams couldn't be doubling every single quarter, if not sooner than that. Man, I'm talking too fast. I'm like out of breath. Okay. And then kind of piggybacking on what Joy was saying with the group chat thing. So I've been doing something really similar to where we're moving and I am like way too lazy to pack my stuff. So like all of my old It Works clothes and all my random little things from events that I've gotten, I'm doing a daily contest in there. And let me go grab the verbiage in there. But I've just been doing like a little boom contest where I've been saying like, if we as a group can get 150 in LCs today, then I'll pick a prize, or pick a winner for a prize. Which has been super simple, and it's so easy because like half the time somebody gets a $90 customer and then somebody else, you know, signs somebody up for the coffee and it's there. So that's something I've been doing kind of in my newbie chats too, that's been working really well. Was there anything else I was supposed to talk about? I think that was basically the gist of it. How do I pick a winner? I just pick somebody. I should probably do a random thing, but I just like pick. One time only one person got a customer, so she automatically won. Other times I'll however many people signed up customers, I'll tell Taylor, hey, pick a number between 1 and 5. But yeah. I don't know if I missed any questions. Okay, yeah, so I will post, just to kind of end that thought, I will start a thread in the group so that we can get like all of the information together for the 30 days. And then maybe I'll make like a blogger type website that has like blog posts for each day. And then, or I guess I could even make a group. We can decide that later, but I'll figure it out and put it all together.
Awesome. I love that idea. Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, if everybody could, after you post that, if everybody could come up with like their number one post or their number one thing that works for you guys on signing customers, we'll do the first 15 days customers, and then the last 15 days we'll focus on distributors. I absolutely love that idea. So, and then it's just so easy, copy and paste. Okay, so here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for one of you guys that has been really a rock star with enrolling customers or a rock star with enrolling distributors, and I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. So who would like to step up and speak and share your top tip? Unmute yourself. Come on, y'all.
I can share on high volume. Like, so for me, I'm really good at upselling everything. So like I've been a person. So for me, like I'm a strong triple. I'm going to go presidential this month. And so I always hated host posts. And so I've always built like doing parties or just messaging people, like building relationships with people, meeting people at Starbucks. Like I've kind of done everything. Like I do a lot of social media and belly to belly. But recently, because we've all been chatting in that press chat for a while now, I started trying because I'm like, all right, I'll do anything. Like I'm ready. So I started doing the host post, but I am doing host posts so I am doing the coffee one. But anybody that I talk to about that, I'm like, I don't sell the one bag. I'm like, okay, a month supply is normally $130, but I'm gonna hook you up and give it to you for $78 for sharing an honest review on my page as you use the product. Are you cool with that? And I just leave it at that. And they're like, sure. And then I like, all right, I just have to get some information. Like 90% of people I call. I've never been like a write a million script type person now. I call them all. So yeah, like I have Kelsey on my team. She's bomb at that stuff. She's going triple. So I get like a lot of scripts from her, but like that'll just be for initial contact. Like I'm like, send me your phone number, I'm gonna call you. Barf at calling. and I call everybody. So like literally today I had like 12 phone calls that I did throughout my day, but I don't sign under 90 BV because I'm either selling them a month of coffee with chocolate greens, so that's 90 BV right there, or just depending on, their goal, I'm upselling them. Like I like to sell the It Works system. A lot of people forget about it, because we have so much going on, but that's back when I started, that's all we had. That's the only package we had when I started. So I lost a lot of weight on it and I talk about it. So that's 110 BV, and in my eyes, I'm like, okay, my famous saying is like, everybody wants to look good on the outside, but you have to take care of your insides too. And as soon as I say that to people, they're like, you're so right. I'm like, great, you need a cleanse and I paint these like pictures for them. I'm like, your intestine is 25 feet long and it's like a slinky inside of your stomach. And if you're not cleaning it out, you're slowly going to kill yourself. Like if you didn't give your car an oil change. And I literally say that to everybody. I cannot tell you how many times a day I say that, but they literally laugh or they're like, oh my God, you're so right. And I'm like, look, you really should start off with a cleanse. You really should start out with greens to alkalize your body, get your veggies in. And then, because you want to lose so much weight, you need your skin tight. So you need wraps. Like we're going to do all of this. We're going to do it the right way. We're going to do it inside and out. And I just say it like that to everybody. So all I sell is packs. Like I don't sell anything else. So I just compare it to that, and then like when ThermoFight X first came out, I did like the pill picture I got from Barboza. It's really good. And I signed like 30 something customers in January from that. And, but a lot of them I upsold, because I'm asking them like what their other goals are. Like if they want to lose 30 pounds, I'm going to tell them they need wraps because their skin's going to get loose. If they're a mom, I'm going to tell them they need wraps too, because wraps work really, really good, And then another thing, when I'm selling, like if I'm just talking about wraps, I say this. I say, so normally it's $100, and I'm sorry I don't have this all typed out. I don't have scripts because I literally audio clip or call everybody. But I just say normally it's $100. But right now I'm offering it for 40% off. So you will actually get a bag for $59 instead. And if you want, I would let you get 2 at that price. So you're basically saving $100 because you're almost getting a free bag because it's for almost 50% off. And almost all of them are like, let me get 2 bags. So that's 108 BV because each bag is 54 BV. So like that's what I've been doing. So I'm constantly thinking of ways to just like word it so that I can make more BV. So I hope that helps you guys. So normally discount. Yeah. So like, and I'm just always breaking stuff down, like when I'm talking about the coffee, I'm like, it's $78. That's $2.60 a coffee. You spend more than that at Starbucks. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. And like, I'm always comparing numbers and I'm always selling in month supplies. Everything is in a month supply. Like there's never less than that ever. And that's it. Like and I sign everybody up. I don't send them to my website. I'm super red too. Like I don't have much green in me. But that's, yeah. And then like I do a lot of parties. Like I really like getting people to Starbucks. So like when I started, I didn't know anybody here. I'm from New York, but I live in Florida. So I would just blitz everywhere, and I still blitz everywhere. I went and got Mexican food tacos the other night, margaritas. I gave the girl my card. I'm like, hey, let's get, put me on your Facebook. I went and did a new class at the gym. I just started at this gym. I've already signed a distributor and like 6 loyal customers from this gym. And I have my car decal, so I like back up to places or I park where they're going to see my car. And I'm just really friendly with people. Like I'm constantly making friends with people everywhere that I go, because I just really think that everybody needs the products or the opportunity, one or the other. Like, so I'm just like, I went to this restaurant and the manager was being so rude to the girl up front. And I'm like, how long have you worked here for? She ended up being from like Brazil. And she's just like, oh, I've been here 2 months and I really like it. I'm like thinking to myself, how can you freaking like working for that guy, And so I'm like, well, could you use some like extra money, And so like, I don't do Instagram. I only do Facebook. She only had Instagram, but I got her number and I got her Instagram and like, we're going to meet up and all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing, Like I blitzed the lady in the parking lot the other day for my car decal and I just signed her up for 2 bags of coffee and top green. So blitzing I do like all the time. So that's what I got.
You're awesome. I don't blitz enough. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
All right. Who else has tips that you would like to share? What's working for you? Laurel, do you have something?
Yeah.
I see you unmuted, so.
I have a quick tip.
Awesome.
I got this from a girl on our team, and I've been upselling to, we call it the quad. And I can upload some pictures, but it's greens, ThermoFight, cleanse, and fat fighters. If they don't want to cleanse, it's greens, ThermoFight, coffee, and fat fighters. And so I'm not so great at getting people on the phone. I just would much rather voice clip or go back and forth. But I will start with some like just consultation questions where I'll say, so what's your weight loss goal? What's been the hardest part about losing weight so far? Is it more food choices, cravings, love of carbs, lack of energy, metabolism, or a combination of the 4? They'll answer. And I'll say, perfect. Do you struggle with any hormonal or have any health-related PCOS, thyroid, high blood pressure? So I'm kind of getting some backstory on them, because a lot of times you can put people on these products, but they don't tell you that, oh, I have, Hashimoto's disease, or I have IBS, or whatever. And so instead of treating, like she was saying, you've got to treat the insides. And so instead of recommending greens and probiotic, you're putting them on wraps or something, and they're not going to get the results that they want. So, and then from there, it's typically, we've been talking about one product, TFX, coffee, whatever. If it's TFX, I'll say, do you drink coffee? Because then I'm going to add in, I really want to recommend this quad. And I do a quick little breakdown on what each one does. The first picture I send them has the picture of the products. And then when we get to the part about pricing, I send them the next picture where the retail is on there along with the wholesale. And of course, then I'm using the same kind of scripting you ladies are doing. Normally it's this, and this, but as a 90-day product model, you will be able to get it for this, and this. And so my last 2 loyals that I've enrolled, I've upsold to 4 products with 120 BV, 120-ish. So that would be my quick tip.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I put in the chat too. I didn't know if you saw it. Could you maybe start a thread in the page and just name it the quad, and then share maybe verbiage and or pictures that you have? That would be awesome. I would love to see that.
I will do. Sure thing.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Who has a quick tip on enrollments for customers and or distributors? I'm looking for people to unmute themselves.
I just unmuted myself. Hi.
Awesome. Hey.
But I totally was going to tell you guys something about chats, because we use downline chats too, but I wanted to share something that we're doing this month that's brand new. We've been doing downline chats probably since I went triple. I think it's what took me triple a year ago. But this past month, we took emerging leaders. So they had to be charted for Ruby, for Emerald, for Diamond, and put them in their own very special. We made it exclusive. Congratulations, you've been charted to this promotion. You're now going to be in this exclusive coaching group. And then we're doing prizes for the first 3 that promote to that rank. So for each one in the group, and we've done different types of contests or specific Zooms for them, but everyone Ruby and above is invited to our leadership calls. So they all come together for the call, but they're in a downline chat with other people who are experiencing growing pains that are relevant to them. So this has been really powerful, especially for I would say probably Emeralds, because that's when you really start to be like, wow, I have to talk to people and guide people and get them to, and they're experiencing the same frustrations. And when you're in your own downline chat, that can be difficult, and you can feel like you don't have an out or anyone that understands what's going on. So this has been great for them, and for them to see, not from comparing each other in a negative way, but to show each other what's possible. So when they see this Emerald or whatever, Emerald 3 new distributors or 3 loyal customers, it really motivates them to move forward. But they're also forming these incredible friendships. This is the most camaraderie we've ever had in our team. Like, they love each other so hard, and it's priceless, like what it's doing for them. And they're so excited to be in that chat with each other every day. So I'm obviously in it with them. But it's been really interesting, because whoever their normal upline is, even if I didn't necessarily sign them, isn't in there with them. So it's them getting to emerge as a leader by themselves and learn in a group with other like-minded people. And then for contests that we're doing this month, just to touch on some of the boom contest and things that you guys were talking about, we are doing a points contest, and then we're doing the prizes for like the top 3 to promote to the different ranks. But we're doing something like super, super simple to get all of our emeralds emeralds and diamonds who had lost rank. We put a contest out for a leadership weekend at Cinco de Mayo, where everyone can just come to my house and we're having tacos. But the trick was they had to be paid as an emerald or above. So we had like people that had fallen from double diamond who are busting their butts because they don't want to be the one that doesn't get invited to this event of having to be paid as an enrolled or above. And it has like lit fire under them. Like you would never, ever know. So what you would think like an iPad prize would motivate people, that didn't do as much for them as like this dinner did. And then it was an idea from, someone in the Liveverse page, but they did a leaderboard where you took the previous month top 5 enrollers for loyal customers and distributors, and then the 3 awards that corporate did, so the Grit Award, the It Works Way, and the Fire Award. And we're doing like an anonymous Google document survey, which I also got the idea from Carrie and Tay, and their last name just slipped my mind. What's Carrie's last name, babe? What's Carrie's last name? Young. I'm like, where's my brain at? Anyway, Carrie gave me this idea after leadership calls to do an anonymous survey from monkeysurvey.com where you can allow them to give you feedback, or they can rank their own performance, where like, how was your contribution this week on a scale of 1 to 5? How many loyal customers did you enroll? And I can't see who fills it out. It's just it's the mental exercise of them having to put down a 0 or having to put a 1. Or did you make your goal? No. Did this week move you closer to your goal? Yes or no? What could you have done differently? So this has been great for them to grow their mindset or themselves as individuals. But also at the end of the month, we allow the entire team to do a monkey survey, and they can vote for each other, anyone, it doesn't matter their rank or how long they've been in the business, for those awards. And you guys, you would think like they had won the Olympics. Like we put it on the banner of the team page, and they are freaking out. They share it on their timelines. They put it in their stories. Like they're so proud of that. So if you're like, wow, there's a lot of prizes or organizations, I had done so many different contests before, and never in a million years did I think that those things would be the things that they're freaking out about. That ask your team, use like the monkey surveys, they're free, and put them in downline chats because it simplifies everything. But those would be my tips. Sorry, that wasn't about enrolling loyal customers or distributors.
You don't have to share that. That is fine. I love that so much. No, that was great. Thank you for sharing that.
I'll share my entire survey. I'll put it in the link, and you guys are welcome to use it. Like it's not personalized to me at all. Like just copy and paste the stuff so it doesn't come back to me. But I'll share it so anyone is welcome.
Maybe you can do a post on the page and just title it your monkey survey. That sounds very weird, but and then we could search it and find it that way. Not like the page is going to be like crazy, but okay. Amanda said that she has a quick tip on organization.
So some of you may already know about this, but last year I signed this college girl from LSU who's like freaking rock star, and she gave me a tip. They use the GroupMe app. Have y'all heard of that? GroupMe? It is bomb. So if you don't, it's free, but I literally have 30 different chats going on with just my college girls because I have all in different legs, different contests going on, newbies, but you can name the different chats that go on. And they taught me about this because it just works better than text because things get so lost, I guess, in text messages. So if you're interested in implementing that and kind of getting organized with your chats, it's helped me a lot. And I've introduced it to the old people like me on our team that are like in our 30s or above. But it's been really great for organization. And you can share like the stories that we're talking about if you take turns, because we do that too. Taking turns making the stories for your Instagram the next day, and it saves everything in a gallery. So literally we have hundreds of photos in these galleries, and we let our newbies know, I'm going to add you to the GroupMe chat. Our entire team's in there. And you can go to the gallery. I do a screen video of what that looks like and how to find it. And they can go and literally save days and days worth of stories. So there's no excuse for them not to have one, if that makes sense. Yes, it's called GroupMe. But it saves everything in there. You can heart little messages to encourage each other. All my girls are like signed an LC, signed a DT. You can screenshot wording like and ask for help. How do I respond to this person? Which you can do in other chats anyway, but this might clean up your Facebook a little bit.
Awesome. Thank you. Brooke, do you want to share your tip?
Hi, you guys. Yeah. So one of the things I really struggled with was I felt like a lot of my new distributors, and not mine, but like my team's new distributors, would fall through the cracks whenever they would get enrolled. So what we're doing this month, we started it 3 weeks ago. We're on our 3rd week, is I got together with all of my diamonds. And what we do is every week we create a new 7-day boot camp chat. And y'all may do this already, but it's been amazing for us. And for those 7 days, since there's 7 of us diamonds and above, each of us take a day. So I'm not in that chat every single day. I'm only in it on my days. I do check in to read through and stuff, but I don't like interact. And what it's doing is it's taking a load off of distributors who may fall through the cracks, and they're building relationships with the diamonds and above upline. In case we ever have people that quit, we're able to have that relationship with them. Plus, they are building relationships one-on-one with us. And we tell them after the 7 days, this chat is shutting down. So it creates that urgency to be active and to learn. And then at the end of the 7 days, we do like a huge celebration, graduation. So excited for you. And then that's the point where we graduate them into our group chats. Like we don't put them into the group chats before then because it's overwhelming. And so that's what we've been doing. And it's just been awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. I was just going to say, I typed it out. I kind of want to hear more about that. Would you mind maybe doing a post and just sharing like what your boot camp consists of?
Yeah.
I'm going to share something real quick that I do. And here's the thing. I feel like there's so many ideas that everyone's sharing, and it's like, I'm going to try this, or I'm going to try this. So something that I struggled with for a while because my entire team fell apart and my diamonds totally quit. I had like a diamonds and above group chat. And then I'm like, I don't care if they're diamond, if they're not even executive, I don't care. If they're hustling, if they're working, like I don't care. I wanted them to be a part of it. So something that I created, and it's been blowing up since I have done it. Every single month, people are so excited. I do a new group chat every single month, and I cancel the last one every single month. So I made a post, and it's like, you have to be serious about it. This is not a place to ask questions. This is not a place to, whatever. This is literally a place for us to like shout each other out, or shout yourself out for signing a customer, and share how you got that customer. I don't want to just know that you signed a customer, like yay for you, but I want to know how you did it. I want to know, I want us to learn from each other. So every month I do so like right now it's the March Rockstars group chat. They have to say, I agree to everything on my post, and then I add them in. And throughout the entire month, I have a picture that they post when they sign a customer. Okay. And then I have a picture they post when they sign a distributor. They have to not only share what that person got, they have to share how they got it. And then maybe like the story with it, or like, this is the first time I've ever talked to that person before, or I've been talking to this person for like 3 years and they finally signed up. It's a way to maybe encourage other people. It's a way to let people know what's working, maybe what's not working, shout people out. So that's been something that I've been doing, and that my team absolutely loves it. And there's new distributors in there too, and they're running and they're learning from other people. So I just want to share that. That's something that I've been doing, and it's been working. Can you share the post? Yes, I will. Let me write that down. My Rockstars chat. Okay. Does anybody else love your Rae Dunn? Y'all, don't get me started on my Rae Dunn. I have a lot, and those are actually team prizes. So the ones that are up there are all going to be team prizes. Okay. I'll share one more thing since someone said that. I'm doing a 500 club challenge this month. Can you turn that down? Yes. Sorry. I'm doing a 500 club challenge, and basically what it is every Saturday I'm doing a drawing. So everybody that's in the 500 club, they go into my drawing on Saturday and I pick a winner, and it's like stuff like this. And everyone loves some Rae Dunn. Like, come on, especially if you can win it for free. So on Saturday, I chose a winner, and there was only a couple of people in the 500 club challenge for the first week, right? So it encourages them to get into that 500 club challenge or the 500 club early on. And it's my way. And I told my leaders, this is my way of helping you guys all promote. So I want you guys to encourage your teams to get into the 500 club so that they win my challenges. So I do it every week. So basically I threw up a post and said every Saturday for the whole month of March, I'm doing a 500 club challenge on the, I think it was the 9th. If you're in the 500 club challenge, PBV, by the 9th, your name goes into that drawing. And then the next Saturday, I'm doing another drawing, and it's going to be for every single person that's in the 500 club challenge, the 500 club. All those people get entered, and I actually told them if there's over 30 people, then I'm going to pick 2 winners. So it's just a way to encourage people to get their PBV up so that they can enter these drawings. And then, of course, it's helping everybody else that's trying to promote. I say it's got to be PBV. Sorry, I'm kind of crazy with that. Like, they could easily get GV and not really be doing a whole lot. I want them to go out there and actually, be intentional when they're getting these customers. Yeah, for sure. Okay. We are just hit our little hour mark. So does anybody have one last tip? And if not, so just go ahead and comment. If one more person has one more tip, that's great. But guys, if you would maybe want to do this next week, same time, we could either do the same stuff and other people share ideas, or we can do I'm struggling with, can somebody help me with it? Because sometimes I can kick some serious butt and sign like 20 distributors, and then I feel like 3 of them launch, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm doing all this stuff. I have a new distributor checklist. It's literally a checklist for them to go through, but they're not doing it. You know what I mean? How can I encourage them to actually do it? So that would maybe be something that I would maybe bring to the table and ask other people, for their ideas. So are you guys okay? So let's plan on next week, same time. I'll post in the group. I'll post in the chat as well. I'll make a picture because I'm obsessed with over, and that's what I like to do. If you guys don't have over, it's worth it.
Wait, quick question. Does anyone, if I didn't like the template, if anyone like you just loves over, would someone make me a coming soon triple diamond? Because
I've seen that somewhere, so I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
I saw one, and I was like,
if you just go in Lifers and just search Juri Kneller, she posted a ton of them.
Okay, let me see what she has, because I looked.
You can also go to Lifers and click albums, and there's an album with like a ton there. Okay. And I know for a fact there's a triple one there.
Perfect. And we can also create our own stuff in the new chat if we're like creating, like, guys, this is what I like to do. I like to pretend I'm a professional photographer. So I take a lot of pictures on my little wooden slab back there. So I take a ton of pictures. I can create an album and share stuff like that too, just because I like things that are different. So I'll do that as well. All right. I'm going to stop the recording.